Good evening. I'm about to tell you about one of the rarest peripherals for the Game Boy Color. This was actually not released, and very little exists of it, very little pictures. There was like maybe 2 or 3 prototypes that were shown. This was never physically released, and it's kind of a shame because I'm going to tell you a little bit about the LookAbout. Now I put this little note here because there's actually some contact information for this company that I don't know if they'd really want that revealed, and a lot of those numbers don't work. Believe me, I have called them to check. But yeah, what you're looking at here is the LookAbout, and you're looking at some press information about the Nintendo LookAbout. Well, let me read you a little bit about the product brief for the LookAbout. This is an unusual device because of what its purpose was. Here it is, product brief, LookAbout, wireless video for the Game Boy gaming system. Why just talk about when you can look about? Here's the description. The LookAbout is the next step in personal communication. It offers full two-way wireless, video communications, and push-to-talk audio. In the hall or in the mall, hiking or camping, the LookAbout, TM, is a great way to stay in touch. There are hundreds of uses. Call your friends and video talk. Get help with your homework, show off your new toys, play secret agent. Get together with your friends and form a neighborhood LookAbout club. With LookAbout, you can see your friends anytime. Remember that this is in 2000. The LookAbout requires no licensing or service fees because it operates on the ISM band of the radio frequencies set aside by the U.S. Federal Communications Commission for cordless telephone devices. The LookAbout is easy to use. Just plug the LookAbout into your Game Boy Color, pop in the batteries, follow a few simple instructions, and you've got a video walkie-talkie. Call your friend and LookAbout will notify you immediately if he or she is in range. LookAbout will signal your friend within audible beep. If a picture's worth 1,000 words, then video is worth 1,000,000. Features and range: 150-meter range, or that can't be miles. It really didn't even work that well in the thing, because I actually got to hold one of these, but I didn't take a picture of it because at the time, this was in 2000, and I barely had functional cameras. I had a film camera at E3. That's so bad. But yeah, it's really flimsy, and here's the weird thing about it. Your display down here is just like your information. The actual video is on this screen right here. It was a dual screen item with think like if Nintendo put a video messaging service out. That's what this would be. But this is, of course, not from Nintendo. It's from a company called Wireless Imaging and was designed by a guy named Grit Denker. And they were in Palo Alto, California. They're certainly not there anymore. Anyways, 150-meter range, mile range, not really. Beeps if called in standby mode. Real two-way video conferencing. Dual picture display, live audio, push to talk, low power consumption. 20 hours. They cross out on standby because it's just like, they're like 20 hours. This will work just on that. But it's really just on standby. Dialing screen for simple calling. No license required, no airtime charges. Requirements: 2 AA batteries and a Game Boy gaming unit. And I blocked the contact information. But yes, this is the Nintendo LookAbout, a video walkie-talkie. It barely functioned in Kensha Hall, but it was a great idea. Unfortunately, the logistics of this means that it's practically useless, and it would have been very expensive. And it's a good idea, and I would love to have a prototype of this, but the fact that it's a dual screen device made it really kind of pricey. I mean, seriously, you can do a LookAbout club, but these things, I was told that it would literally cost about twice as much as the Game Boy Color. At the time, the Game Boy Color was about 120 in some places, or 99 everywhere. So yeah, this little device that fits on top of your Game Boy Color would have set you back almost $200 or so. And it still needed a lot of time and tinkering. They were there looking for investors, and they didn't get the investors. The Game Boy Advance came out and pretty much killed this, and almost killed the Song Boy, which we'll talk about in a different video. But yeah, this is the Nintendo Game Boy Color LookAbout. This is all that really exists of it, because a prototype of this hasn't surfaced on eBay or any of those things. If anyone has a prototype, please make a video about it, because this is one of those things where it's just so weird and ridiculous that it cannot be lost to the memory hole of the internet. Please, let's rescue the LookAbout. To be honest, I would totally have bought one. It's a weird little idea, and if it had come out, I would have bought one. But it never came out. And that makes me sad. But that's why I'm commemorating this. I'll just kind of hum some sad music or something like or ooh, what you say? No, just kidding. Anyways, that's the LookAbout. That's really all that exists of it physically. If you know more about the LookAbout, let me know in the comments below. If you know anyone who has this and you can prove it, this needs to be acquired. There needs to be more dug into this. We need to rescue the LookAbout from the... I mean, look at the little antenna on the top there. That's fantastic. Look at that. It is awkward as all heck. It's fragile, but it's a dual... It adds another screen to your Game Boy. It's just kind of hilarious. If anyone knows anything about this, let me know in the comments below. Let me know. We need to rescue this thing from being a forgotten memory. I like it. Let me know if you liked this video. Hit that thumbs up if you did. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. And until the next video comes out, you are now caught up.